Once the shirts are printed and checked for quality, it's time to clean up. This process looks a little different for water-based or plastisol prints, and whether you're reclaiming a screen or just cleaning up. The first thing to do when you're fully done with the job is to clean the ink off the screens. Establishing a habit of cleaning your screens is important. The sooner you clean the screen after printing, the easier it will be to get the image area clean. The longer you let a screen sit without cleaning or reclaiming, the more difficult the process will be. You can also create an image stain, also called a ghost image, on your screen. Water-based inks can be cleaned up with water. However, the water in water-based ink begins to evaporate as soon as it is exposed to air. The more it evaporates, the more difficult it will be to clean. Using a product like Screen Aqua Wash will clean screens more thoroughly and will reduce image stain by picking up water-based pigments from the mesh. Since plastisol ink doesn't dry out, it's easy to clean, even if you've let the screen sit for a while. Once you've carted off the excess ink and returned it to the container, lay your screen flat on a table or counter. If you are going to print on this screen again, use Supreme Wash. Supreme Wash is meant to be an on-press cleaner because it evaporates quickly, whereas Ink Degrader takes longer to evaporate. So if you're ready to reclaim the screen, use Ink Degrader. Agitate the ink with a rag and wipe it off. Repeat the process until the screen is fully clean. If the design you printed is going to be used again, there's no need to do a full reclaim. Simply make sure that the screen is clean of the ink used, dry the screen mesh with a cotton material like a t-shirt or shop rag, and store it somewhere it won't be damaged. Some jobs, like logos or popular designs for a brand, stick around for a long time. If the design you printed won't be reused, it's time to reclaim it. Let's head to the washout booth and get started. To start the reclaim process, you'll need the following items: cleaning chemicals, a pressure washer or hose with a pressurized spout, and another scrub brush. Some printers reclaim screens in a sink or bathtub. This can stain the tub and clog the drain. We recommend using a utility sink or a washout booth for reclaiming screens. Each cleaning chemical you use should have its own scrub brush. Label them with the chemical they're used for so you don't get them mixed up. Since this screen is already clear of ink, remove any tape on the screen, and the next step is to remove the emulsion. Spray some emulsion remover onto the screen. Grab your emulsion remover scrub brush and scrub in a circular motion on both sides of the screen until you see the stencil begin to soften. Once you've scrubbed with the emulsion remover, let it sit on the screen for about 30 seconds to continue loosening the emulsion. Don't let the emulsion remover dry on the screen, as this will ruin the screen. When time's up, use the hose with a pressurized spray nozzle to wash the screen from the bottom up on the t-shirt side of the screen. Sometimes you'll have a ghost image on your screen that's left after you've removed the emulsion. A ghost image is created by pigments staining the knuckles of the mesh as you print. For these issues, you'll want to have screen stuff at the ready. Pour a generous amount onto the screen or scrub pad. Scrub both sides with a dedicated scrub brush. Make sure to scrub near the edges of the screen. Let it sit for up to 3 minutes, then wash the screen from the bottom up. It's best to use a pressure washer for this step, but a hose and some elbow grease will work as well. The last step to the reclaim process is something we've already done in this course: degreasing. Since screen stuff is a dehazer and degreaser, we've already completed this step. Degreasing will further minimize any chemical spots, grease spots, or anything left on your screen. Once you've completed all 4 steps, wipe off the frames with a hand towel or rag. Try not to let the towel touch the mesh of the screen, because you can get fibers on the screen that will cause issues when you try to coat it next time. Place your clean screens in a drying cabinet or screen rack with airflow over the screens. Sound familiar? We've just come full circle. Once dried, these screens will be ready for another coat of emulsion and another design. Cleaning and reclaiming screens as soon as possible once a print job is complete will save tons of time and stress in the long run. No matter what your darkroom looks like, cleanup and reclaim is essential to keeping your print shop running. Welcome to How to Screen Print with a Kit, the 150 edition. In this free course, I'll be walking you through every step of the process, from darkroom setup to reclaim. I'll be using the Riley Hopkins 150 kit. It has everything you need to start a screen printing hobby or side hustle. Jump in today and get screen printing tomorrow.